Hello and welcome back to Craft Arcanum. I'm Maratue and I am overflowing with wheat at the moment. The little drawer here that I used for the cannon's temporary storage, it is completely full, and if you notice, it's got a void upgrade on it. Originally, when I was setting up this little cow and sheep farm, I was going to have the golems turned off by fetters. I decided against that, and I have used void upgrades on here for the sake of ease. I could have put the golems on fetters and had them turned off as well, but I think this is probably a better option. If we come on over here, though, you can see that this thing has been working quite well. We still have cows, and we still have sheeps. And we now have 33,292 wheat in here, so this is going down very slowly. And eventually, the little mechanism in here is going to trip again, and then that thing will start shooting over stacks of wheat again, so that's pretty neat. In terms of resources, how's it been working? It's been working really, really well. I have more wool than I will ever need, and pretty much the same thing for leather and raw beef. I don't know what I'm going to do with that much raw beef. I'll be honest, I have no idea. No idea whatsoever. Turn into leather. If only I didn't need leather. Get it out of here. We're not going to be messing with that today, nor are we going to be messing with that barn that I still need to doctor up. What I would like to do today is something that I've been planning on starting for a little bit, but I've never had... Oop, there's dirt there. It's something that I've been planning on doing, but I've never gotten around to do, and that is set up some ore duplication. Right now, I have been using the Steamcraft 2 hammer, which I actually have on my person right now. This thing works well enough, but the only problem is it only works for ores that Steamcraft 2 themselves add, or vanilla. So like gold and iron it will work for, but it also works for zinc. And that's okay because I have 3 mods that add zinc and tin, as well as copper and aluminum / bauxite, which is nice. But I have more than that in the way of ores. It doesn't work for nickel, doesn't work for silver, doesn't work for a very long laundry list of things. So it is not a good all-rounder tool, but it is a nice early game starter to make my iron count. So what I want to start is a little factory thing over here. Oh, I didn't realize I still had that raw meat. Go to sleep. We want to sleep the night away just so we don't get our face eaten. I am rather against my face being eaten. Alright, so I have started building a little area here. I figure that this building is actually going to be box-like because it is a factory. And it's going to be pretty big, so I wanted it a little bit away so it wasn't like immediately visible by my stuff over there. And right now I have this little... I have the foundation going like over to here. It's probably going to go further over. I'm not quite sure yet. But this is where I would like to have the beginning basics of my factory stuff set up. So eventually I'll have my industrial blast furnaces in here. I'm going to have my crusher in here as well. And eventually, my magnetic craft stuff will replace the immersive engineering, and that will be in this building right here. For the walls and stuff, I'm going to be using these varied brick blocks. That's a varied bricks brick block. I don't think I can say that too many times. This is from Chisel. I really like the look of it. It is one of my favorite blocks from the mod, to be honest. And the main reason is because we go ahead and turn this back to normal, right? Thought I heard footsteps. I was having creeper flashbacks. So this is a regular Minecraft brick block, right? It's not that bad. But there's a little variety of color to this. I think if I were really concerned, what I would do probably is do mostly the Minecraft ones and then just put these in here randomly, just so they stand out a little bit. But I do like the way these look. It's got a little bit more color to it. I was also contemplating the aged ones, but they are way, way aged. There is a noticeable color difference on that. I think those would be good for like a sewer type thing. And these are just way too big. These are basically like the stone brick version of a clay brick block. Way, 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 way big. I need to just make a better chisel that I can just like key in and just leave and yeah. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started on this. I have most of what I need already made up, so I'm not too overly worried. I think it's on black, actually. Yeah, here we go. Black the gold. So we'll... Oh, no, we need the pick. Thank you. Stop that. I'm not even holding shift. It's just going there automatically. I don't know what's up with that. It's kind of annoying. In the meantime, you can take this stuff. Oh, you don't want to do it that time. We'll give it the meat. Hopefully it doesn't get hungry and eat it. Anyway, we'll want the steel scaffolding. We're going to want the light engineering blocks. You can have the chisel for now, the steel fence, a hopper. Oops, not a hopper, 12 hoppers. I only need 9 of those, actually. Water wheel, LV capacitor, kinetic dynamo, and of course I have made some conveyors as well. Oh, and we need these guys. What do I want to get rid of? Let's get rid of the wool. I will not need the wool for this. One of the things I definitely need to do is I need to automate the production of the clay bricks, just because I'm going to need a ton of these things. I do have the farm over there that is growing the magical crop essence, and I can probably automate that fairly well, or at the very least just create an auto crafting thing so that I can input the essence and then get the bricks out. It's probably my best bet, so I can just queue up a large batch of it while I am at work. I don't want it to go absolutely nuts making stuff and like overflow my world with brick blocks, because knowing me, I'd forget to check something, and that's exactly what would happen. So anyway, what we're going to do first, we're actually going to start with the power generation, not with the crushing device. In this nice little hole right here, we're going to go ahead and put down a capacitor. It's a very lovely capacitor. There are many capacitors like it, but this capacitor is mine. Input and kinetic dynamo. Now, the reason why we're doing the dynamo out sticking like this is we're going to be using water wheels for a power generation. These wheels will not be enough power to have this thing running all the time, but as long as I only put it in short spurts, it should be more than enough. Not to mention, I like the look of these things sticking out just a little bit from whatever you want to use them on. And since there is no, I don't have any real RF pipes in this mod. I have wires and stuff. And, you know, as I say this, I realize I'm lying out my butt. I do have RF pipes. I have the wires out of Steamcraft too. They do work, but I like the little space right here, and for the pipes from Steamcraft to work, I would have to make like pipe jackets and stuff, because they do stand out quite a good bit. But no, I like this. So what we're going to do, we're going to have this here, right? We're going to have a thing of water come piping in from the little cliffside here. It's going to be like on an aqueduct. We're going to pretend as if we were harvesting water from a spring up here or something, right? It's going to come down. We're going to hit it on the top of the water wheel, but there's going to be like a bracing wall right here, so it's going to be forced to go over this way, down and around. And then that's what we're going to be using generating power. It's not going to be the most efficient way possible, though it should work fairly well, and it should be more than enough for a beginning thing. It's the secret. It's always a beginning thing. All right, let's go ahead and check this out real quick. And what I'm thinking actually is that, is this a solid block right here? So this is where water's going to be, right? Like right below that is the water block. So this is going to be the block the water is on. And it sounds really bad outside. It's been storming for the past few days. Not wanted to actually be on my computer, but it should be okay tonight, I hope. And we're going to have the water flowing over this stuff. There we go. So the water's going to be flowing over this. Let's see. Water's going to be coming down right this side, right? Or is it going to be coming down right here? Like right here. Should be okay. And then around the edges, what we're going to do is the neutral ones. So we're going to make it look like the ones that the water's hitting are discolored because of the water, right? So it's a basic building design, yay. I don't do it often, but when I do it really terribly. Alright, and then we have hempcrete here. Actually, you know what? This bit right here should be hempcrete too. There we go. So it looks like it's a stone basin for the water wheels to work in. I like it. Let's see. I could put that block right there, right? But that's going to kind of glitch out of it. For now, we'll go with that. If I need to break it to get it to flow, we will. So where is the top of this guy? Right here. Right here is the top. Okay. So we don't want it to come down here because we do, it's going to flow down to the spot and then not go anywhere. So we want the water to flow like right here and over. Right now I'm just using the hempcrete to space it out just because it is the easiest material I have for this. I'll probably come back at a later point and make it look interesting when I'm like bored and I can't think of anything to do. That happens far more often than I would like to admit. Ow. That actually was not smart. That was not smart. Alright, so we have this coming in then. Bam, like that. So that's good. And that sky is lighting up like crazy. Yoink. Alright, so bucket, bucket, space, and space. You're not even going to try to form an infinite spring because of the stupid... Alright, so I don't think it's going to turn because of these bricks right here, right? I'm thinking it's discolored because of that. It could be a graphical thing. Could very well be a graphical thing. Oh, you were escaping out the side, you nasty little... You're not supposed to escape, you're supposed to turn. How about now? You want to turn now? I feel like I've failed Water Wheel 101. It's gotta be these bricks right here. It's gotta be the bricks. I gotta be going, nope, we're not going to turn. You have broken us. You have violated the end user license agreement. Do not pass go. That's exactly what it was. This one's discolored. I don't know why this one's discolored, but we're going to go with it. It's working. I'm happy. And you are gaining power, right? Yes, you are. So we'll call it a win, maybe? All right. So we basically have water covering 3/4 of the water wheel here. There are better ways. I think actually if you have water on the side here flowing away, it gets even better. But this works even if there are some visual glitches to it that I can't explain. And I don't want to explain. I'm just going to go with it works. That's okay. That's good enough for me. Oh. I don't know how they're staying there. But I wonder if those blocks are doing it. Nope, it's just weird. I don't care as long as it works, we're fine. Isn't that right, Black? As long as it works. Now, the question I have is, did I bring my Immersive Engineering manual with me? Because if I didn't, this is going to be a really awkward episode. Because I don't know how to build this multi-block. This is going to be a really awkward episode. Okay, back to the house we go, because I'm not going to be able to wing that. It's probably in this general area because I had it when I was working on the barn and stuff. On the other hand, I could be completely wrong and not know what I did with it. That's also very much a possibility. Yep, I think I am just out of luck. Oh yeah, remember that villager that I had captured? It's dead now. That's my bad. I had left the chunk loaded there, and a zombie got in. When I came back, the zombie had killed the villager. It didn't turn him into a zombie, so there's no curing him or anything. It was just gone. No more. It was a has-being. It was not meant to be. Which is unfortunate, because he was actually a really good villager. He had really nice trades. Get rid of dirt. I don't need dirt. Probably need torches, but knowing the way I play, we're better off not using them. People seem to enjoy when I die by a creeper barrage. Oh, get out of there. Did I just see Clippy? No. We gotta check this out again. Looks like you meant ore processing. Yes, I'm sure A means ore processing. How about vibe? Looks like you meant ore processing arc furnace. I love the fact that it actually links to that stuff. That's awesome. It's entirely unhelpful, but it does carry on Clippy's legacy very much, so I approve. No, what I want is a crusher. Yeah, this consume up to 120 R per tick. That's not going to make 120 R per tick. That's why we have a capacitor, though. Stop. Down. Goodoon. Alright, so this isn't really that bad to make, it looks like. The question is going to be, where do I want to set it up? I think we want to go ahead and set it up over here for now. Now, you tell you what, we'll just set up close to the power generation for now. This is not a set place, this is just something that I can use. I wanted to kick it out a little bit from the wall, so probably like right here. That was 3, and then 2, and then it was a pair of pants in the shape of scaffolding, right? Yes, and then an extra line, like so. So we go up a layer, and then we're going to have more of these engineering blocks, a chest of fences, and then 2. 2. Block. Block. Oh, these fence posts are annoying. And then just an array of hoppers on the top. So that's pretty easy. I think I made more resources than I actually needed. It was bound to happen for a change. Alright, and I think I have to right-click on the center. No, I messed something up, right? There we go, it was the right center post. Alright, and this would be the redstone port for turning it on or off, so that's easy enough. Where's power input? Power input's right here, so that's an easy reach. So, boop and bop. So that we now have a powered crusher. It does many things, but the main thing it does is kill stuff. I wonder if it'll turn wheat into flour. No, it will not turn wheat into flour. Will you process magneticraft tungsten? Because that would be quite useful, actually. The thing we gotta be really careful with, though, is this thing will actually chew up critters and spit them out, so we don't want to jump in here. Oh, awesome. It's loud, but it works. I like it. Alright, so there's a few things we're going to need to make this at least a little bit more useful. We're going to want a chest for this to output stuff into so that it's not just everywhere. I should have some wood. It's actually on black. I should have realized this. We put everything on black. Just like in Vegas. No, that's a terrible, terrible idea. Don't do that. Alright, you can go away for now. Treated planks, you can go away as well. We'll use this. We'll use a... No, we can use a hopper. A hopper will work fine. Basically what I'm going to do, we're going to be using a conveyor belt line of stuff to get the things into the actual crusher itself. Just going to drop it right off the edge. Regardless of what we're going to do, though, we will need some chests. I love that recipe. I think that's from Extra Utilities. It is the best recipe, though. Alright, so for now we're just going to use a regular double chest for storage of stuff that we crush. It works easy enough. We're going to have a... let's see. Now, I know that you can use a conveyor belt and a hopper together. It should work okay. We're going to find out how okay. Alright. If I were smart, I'd make that a trapped chest so that it doesn't pull stuff out when I have it open. I am not a smart person. So anyway, we need to go up and around, right? Alright, and breaking that with my fist is not going to happen. Let's use the right tool. Actually, that was the right tool. That's in the wrong spot. That one space was good. There we go. That is more like it. Alright, so that'll go like right there, right? Yeah, it should be fine. No, that will not be fine, because what will happen is when we go to raise the track, right, it's not going to form quite right. This needs to be a block out, like so. Oh, come on. There we go. And then we need to go up and over still. I mean, I could go like... oh, no. I wanted you to go like up, up, not... What are you placing on? You're going way low. I think this still has kind of like the bounding stuff that you get off of the hoppers, so it's a little awkward. Okay, let's try this. Let's put a block right there. Oh, this is going to end in my death. Let's make a lever real quick. I can see this going really poorly. I need a piece of cobblestone. Cobblestone, cobblestone. I don't enjoy killing myself needlessly, believe it or not. It's just something that happens quite so often. I have so many levers scattered throughout this map already, it's crazy. Oops. There we go. So, with the signal, it should now no longer turn on, right? We should be safe. So what we want to do, go ahead and put a conveyor on the top of this. Very, very nice. Actually, you know what? You want the conveyor going in like this. Alright, and shift will actually let you walk on these guys without sliding. So that's good. What I need to do, I need to make some more of those steel fences so that I can make it look like the conveyors are actually supported. I don't like mystical floating conveyors. They look kind of weird. We will break this for now, though. That we can go ahead and leave, and we'll go ahead and put the fence post that we do have, like, right there. There we go. So now anything goes in this chest will come up and around and start getting crushed as long as this lever is up. When it's down, the thing is in safe mode and it's not going to chew anything up. Just for the heck of it, you can see this stuff. Oh, this stupid fence post counts as a block and a half. Really? Alright, we're not using those. Oh, that's really loud. That's really loud. Might need to make, like, earmuffs or something. Well, the good news is I have plenty of wool, so I think I can make the, Just stop, please. I have plenty of wool, so I can make the blocks that, make things quieter, so that's not going to be so bad, but that really is loud. This works really well, though. I'm really sad about the ladders. I should have realized that, no, the fences are greater than 1 block in size. Did not even occur to me at all, which is unfortunate. Still, though, I like it. It looks neat. What I need to do, though, is I need to go ahead and start getting a lot more in the way of ores and stuff. I need to go mining like a madman. I also need to start cooking up my cobblestone that I've been mining. I've been avoiding a lot of it with the dev null, which is pretty close to a mistake because I could always use more stone brick. Plus, we have this tungsten dust now, which means I can actually get started on some magnetic craft stuff. That's going to wait till a little bit of a later time, unfortunately. For now, though, this, I am extremely happy with this. Let's go see if we have any ore we can just chuck in here before running away. Do-do-do-do-do-do. You have any ore? No. Nope. You never quite realize how annoying that chest opening sound is until you do it in rapid succession. Yeah, you can go there. I don't like you. I think the next logical step for that thing is to have the cooked, the crushed dust probably flow into like a furnace or something and then be processed that way. I don't want to use a powered furnace like the furnace heaters that we have up there just because the fact that I would need a ton of them. I think something like a Railcraft steam oven, though, that would actually be really, really nice. Lead ore. The main draw to that would be the fact that as you're like processing it and stuff, right, you can do a large variety of stuff at once and then just like take it out. So it works quite nice. I could have sworn I had more ore. I must have cooked and processed it all up, which is incredibly industrious of me, but I don't remember doing it. Yeah, no, I gotta go mining. Oh, there's some here. Okay, so we got all that. Let's go ahead and throw what we have into the cooker. Do-do-do. Alright, and I am trying to build out a little bit so not everything's clustered together. Okay, lead, iron, silver, nickel. Go do your stuff. Very loudly, go do your stuff. I like it, though. This works out pretty nice. So what I'm fearing is the building that we're going to have here, it's going to be a really, really big building. I know I mentioned that earlier, but I'm thinking it's going to be like the equivalent of like a 2- or 3-story building, just brick and stuff. It will have a top of the building with like skylights and stuff on it. There will be some regular big windows around the edges and stuff, but they're not going to come up till about the 5th block or so. So at this point, you're not going to be able to see anything. But Basically, I want to make a really big brick factory is the main thing we're going for. And this is just the beginning. I am still looking around at some of the stuff in immersive engineering, seeing what will fit. For now, this is coming in. We are going to be making some improved blast furnaces very shortly, along with heaters. By the time I get those guys going, though, I will need a better power supply. This the water wheel won't work for that, but this, for the crusher, we should be okay for now. Maybe. I'm actually kind of curious how my power is holding up. That's holding steady. I think I might have a little bit of a display bug there. These water wheels, by default, they don't make enough to... they should not be making 120 RF a tick. So it's... at best case scenario, I think they get about like 70 or maybe 80. And this is not best case scenario. But for now, this should be okay. Oh, you're done. You are done, and you process so quickly. That's silver nickel. No, I definitely will be getting use out of this. Most definitely. Let's see. No, there's nothing in here it'll process. I just want to process stuff. How sad does that sound? Sad. It's extremely sad. Anyway, I want to go ahead and thank you for watching this episode of Craft Arcanum. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave a message in the section below, and I will see you next time as the world fails to load.